Happy weekend from Fextralife. If you've been too busy to keep up on the latest in the games we cover, or are looking for a refresher, we've got your back. Let's take a look at the comings and goings across the Fextralife Wiki Network.
Moving like a soldier.
New screenshots for the Dark Souls 3 DLC The Ring City, which arrives on March 28th, have been released by Bandai Namco. The screenshots show more of the locations and NPCs we'll be encountering in the final expansion to the celebrated game. We also got a look at some fearsome enemies, including a particularly menacing looking black dragon. Check out the blog article for a complete rundown of every screen and their official captions. Next Wednesday, March 15th, Bandai Namco is hosting a live stream that will show more of the Ring City and will also feature some giveaways. Be sure to check back with us for a live recap of everything revealed. If you've been experiencing some crashing and progression issues while playing Horizon Zero Dawn, they may now be solved as a patch was deployed this week that fixes just that problem. It sounds minor, but the crashes were about the only pesky issue that marred the game's release last week. What's your thoughts on the game so far? If you want to hear what we think, check out our extensive review of the game. If you're in the thick of playing, be sure to check out where to find all the game's special items and how to bring down the variety of machines. And if you're finishing up the game and want to don your completionist hat, we've got a full trophy guide all ready to go for you on the blog. The guide gives you great step-by-steps for each trophy and comes chock full of videos to help you on your way. EA and BioWare have released the last Mass Effect Andromeda video for the Andromeda Initiative, which are a series of briefings that shed light on the game's backstory and setting in the Andromeda Galaxy, as the races of the Milky Way are seeking a new home 600 years beyond the event of the first trilogy. The narration begins with the scientists from on board the Nexus station and explains the search for suitable habitats known as Golden Worlds. The search focuses on a pocket of stars in Andromeda called the Helios Cluster, in which 7 Golden Worlds have been identified, named Habitat 1 through 7. The Nexus itself requires resources to be gathered from worlds which can be used to complete upgrades to it and awaken more colonists to help with the mission. The video gives a brief look at each of the habitats and what they can provide, with Quarians mentioned as part of the resettlement effort. Establishing colonies on these worlds involves making contact, helping with disputes and problems, or even using violence. The game and the activities we're going to participate is starting to take shape. We'll be exploring new habitats, establishing colonies, harvesting resources for upgrades, and subsequently reinforcing our hold on these new places. Later in the week, we also got a look at the Mass Effect Andromeda launch trailer, which sets the stage for the game's release on March 21st for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Our Mass Effect Andromeda giveaway is in full swing. Be sure to stop by the Mass Effect Andromeda wiki and fill out the giveaway form to earn multiple entries for a chance to win a PS4, Xbox One, or copies of the game. Good luck, Pathfinders! Nier Automata released this week in North America and Europe for the PS4, and we were right there on launch day with the beginner's guide. If you're just digging in this weekend, be sure to give a guide a look, and make sure you bookmark the wiki to help navigate all the game's secrets and multiple endings. We reviewed the game this week after playing it a full 3 times. That's right, 3 full playthroughs. We found Nier to be an engaging, action-packed, and even relaxing exploration of existentialism. Nier merges action and RPG as seamlessly as it switches camera angles from player-controlled to fixed scroller. Have your pick of reading a visual novel and threading the plot together, or hack and slash through waves of enemies in a gorgeous dance. We did them all and we loved every minute. It's worth full price. And, because we're good like that, we also have a full trophy guide for the game to help you earn that coveted platinum. Make sure you bookmark that one too for when you're ready. Stick with us and you'll have the most trophies on your block. ZeniMax Online has detailed how the new PvP Battlegrounds will function in the Elder Scrolls Online's upcoming expansion Morrowind. Battlegrounds are short matches of 3 teams of 4 players. Teams are not bound by alliance and instead are all in with their team. You join a battleground similar to the way you queue for a dungeon from the group and activity finder. You must be level 10 at the minimum and can queue solo or in a party and can specify a level range of 10 to 49 or 10 to 50 with the game type randomized. When the fight starts, you're leveled the way you are when entering Cyrodiil. Matches last at most 15 minutes and provide quicker alternatives to the longer current setup of PvP. There are 3 unique battleground game types at the launch of Morrowind: Team Deathmatch, Capture the Flag, and Domination. You earn points as you capture, defend, and kill depending on the game mode. In addition, you can earn medals for unique actions depending on the game type. At the end of the matches, your points and medals contribute to endgame rewards, including alliance points, experience points, and items. There will also be new achievements to earn based on how you play. Weekly leaderboards will let you earn further rewards. Thoughts on a new game type? With MMOs, it's good to give players options for short bursts of activity to balance the more time-heavy investment activities. Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind releases June 6th for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. In an hour-long livestream, Bungie laid out the plans for this spring's free update to Destiny titled Age of Triumph, which is launching March 28th for the PS4 and Xbox One. The update is geared towards being a nostalgic recap of everything players have experienced through their time with the game in anticipation of this fall's Destiny 2. The new record book will focus on activities players have engaged in over the life of the game. Completing nodes in the book will unlock rewards, and the rewards will be account-wide. All 4 raids will be at light parity and can be tackled at 390 light, making them all meaningful for loot again. Old rewards will now be coming back with a chance to drop at 400 light. There will be a featured weekly raid with new challenges and exclusive loot. By making the old new again, Bungie hopes to bring things full circle for the game while keep meaningful activities going. Thoughts on how Destiny is finishing off the twilight of the game? We know now that characters will be carrying over to Destiny 2, albeit in a limited capacity. Check out our video and article review of Torment Tides of Numenera on the blog and on our YouTube channel. We had a blast playing through the game and experienced its riveting story. The CRPG from InXile Entertainment tapped into our nostalgia for old school gaming and brought to mind experiences like the original Fallout, Baldur's Gate, and Knights of the Old Republic. Torment is a worthy game in the revival of the classic role-playing game and stands along Pillars of Eternity, Divinity Original Sin, and others as modern torchbearers. We highly recommend you check it out. Warner Bros. And Monolith have revealed the first gameplay look at Middle-earth: Shadow of War, the sequel to the hit Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. The action RPG takes place in the Lord of the Rings universe and features a heavy focus on combat and a unique nemesis system that cataloged your actions and tailored the game's future interactions to them. Beyond the return of defeated foes with a grudge, the nemesis system will be expanded to bind characters and environments, allowing it to cover themes of betrayal, loyalty, and friendship. This should make the game play out in a way that is unique to every player. In the gameplay example, you work to capture an orc fortress. Once you capture it, whether you name a loyal follower the Overseer or give the title to a veteran war chief will have consequences going forward. Beyond the added depth of the Nemesis system, the game will feature more customization and more loot, bringing it more in line with an RPG, as well as further refinement to the first game's addicting and brutal combat. The game is looking intense already in its alpha stages. We love the first and are very excited to see the new changes coming. Shadow of War releases August 22nd, 2017 for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Funcom has released a preview of what content fans playing the Conan Exiles Early Access can expect the game to roll out over the next few months. Their survival mashup game went into early access in January and lets players engage in all of their best sandbox wish fulfillment desires, including building, crafting, killing, smashing, killing, torturing, killing, and more. Players can expect a trebuchet, buildable siege towers, avatar defense and corpse lockers, a die system for customizing armor and clothes, new dungeons to explore, invading enemies from adjacent lands, the taming of wild animals to turn them into mounts, a sorcery system, a town system, a new biome location with greenery that will also add a temperature mechanic to the game's weather, and expansion of the religion system, and more. It seems as if Funcom has big plans indeed for the game. Conan Exiles is in early access on PC right now, and is set to release in full on PC and PS4 and Xbox One sometime in 2018. And that's a wrap for the Week in Wikis. We're looking forward to another great week of gaming fun. Don't forget to check out our VIP program for some exclusive supporter benefits, and budding writers should take advantage of our Become an Author initiative. Thanks for a great week, and as always, keep checking in with us for news, reviews, YouTube streams and videos, and general wiki goodness. Follow us on social media for all the latest and greatest. The more followers we get, the larger the army of the Fexes grows.